Thank you for coming out today to our next local or global event. Today we are featuring someone from Big Brothers Big Sisters, a wonderful organization in the Houston community. Once again, this is Local or Global, an initiative of the World Affairs Council of Greater Houston, which engages early career professionals aged 21 through 40 in international affairs issues and any benefits for their career future growth. As again, he said, today we are going to have someone from Big Brothers and Big Sisters Houston. Today we have Tunde Agboke, the volunteer recruitment manager of Big Brothers Big Sisters. And just to get things off, I'll turn the platform over to him to introduce himself and to get you all started.
Yeah, well, thank you. I am so excited to be here. I appreciate you all giving us the opportunity to come on and reach your audience, because the demographic that you guys are talking to and the people that engage with you are the exact age group that we're looking for in terms of helping us recruit mentors. The biggest thing for us right now in this world of global pandemics is making sure that everybody understands that we want you to mentor, but we're going to do it in a safe way. So all of our mentoring is 100% virtual. We aren't doing any face-to-face mentoring. So I know a lot of times when I talk to people, the biggest hesitation they have is, well, there's this thing called COVID out there. And my thought is, I completely understand that everybody's going through different things in life, and we are not interested in putting anyone in an uncomfortable situation. All of our mentoring is 100% virtual. That's through the rest of this year. We haven't even decided what we're going to do come 2021. But as far as the rest of this year, it's a situation where right now we are staying in a virtual situation.
Great, wonderful. So a lot of people do know, they heard about Big Brothers Big Sisters, Texas, but they know, as you mentioned, there's mentoring, but tell us a little bit more of how they do help the community, whether it's locally or nationally, how the organization of Big Brothers Big Sisters does help out the community in different ways.
Yeah. So yes, we are a large national organization, right? We're the nation's largest one-to-one mentoring organization. But to your point, what we do is we break it down locally. So for us, what we do is we match adults 18 and older with young people who are between the ages of 13 to 18. We match them based on two things, right? The first thing, which is what talks about the locality of our organization, how it works, is the first thing is proximity, right? We're matching you based on how close you are to the person you are mentoring and the person who you're looking to mentor you. So you're either going to be matched with a young person who is in your zip code or in an adjacent zip code. So just in that sense, it becomes so localized because they're going to be coming from your neighborhood, from your area, from place. They're going to be going to places and doing things that you yourself probably already do, and going to places you probably already frequent. So all of our mentoring is really narrowed down to make it feel a lot more local than just, oh, we're some large national organization. That's not what we're looking to do. We're looking to go into every community, find the young people who need mentors, and then find mentors in those communities to mentor those young people.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, seeing, I guess, that grassroots approach, trying to make sure that, I guess, maybe those life experiences or whatever situations that they can kind of, it'd be easier for both of them to communicate. So I can see that's a great way to put things through.
And when you're in a major city like Houston, as both of you know, if you match somebody who lives in Katy with somebody who lives in Humble, they're never going to see each other. It's Houston. That's going to take them 10 days to get there. So we're trying to make sure, one, to give it that grassroots locale feeling, but also from a convenience standpoint, we want the match to work. And for it to work, you have to see each other. And for you to see each other, we've got to put you close together. Like I said, obviously right now you're going to see each other virtually. But once we get to a juncture where we can see each other in person, if you choose to do our mentorship program where you are doing face-to-face, then we want to make it convenient. That said, I want to make sure everybody knows that even after COVID and even prior to COVID, we have a mentorship program that's part of our overall approach that is strictly online. So we have a face-to-face element and we have a strictly online element. So whichever one you feel more comfortable doing, we have both options.
Options is great. Here.
Yeah, I mean, this is really what we do, like going from local to global and global to local. So getting involved right now with the community, I think, is really important. So it brings me to this question: how can one start the process of being a mentor?
Yeah, it's actually really easy. You can go to our website, which is www.bbbstx.org. So that's Big Brothers Big Sisters Texas.org. But you go to that website and you just fill out our application, and it's a pretty quick application. It takes about 15, 20 minutes max to fill it out, get through it. Then somebody from our office will give you a call to set up a virtual interview. You have the virtual interview. Then after that, we'll do a background check because we're placing you with children, so we have to do a background check, right? We do a background check, and then once the background check is back, we then talk to you and put you through some mentorship training, because we're not going to send you out there and say, hey, good luck, go be a mentor, right? We're going to give you the training you need to be a mentor, and then we're going to match you with a young person based on the criteria and all the things we spoke to you about in your initial interview. Because in your initial interview, we're going to get to know you. We're going to get to know the exact type of young person you think you would match best with, right? We're going to get to know, because you could say, hey, I want to be a mentor, but under no circumstance can I be a mentor to a kid under 10. I just can't handle kids under 10. That's good to know, because then when we're matching, we are going to take that into consideration. Because like I said, our goal is to make a match that is lasting, right? Our program obviously ends for our kids once they graduate high school. But our goal is that once the kids graduate high school, it might end the program for the young person, but it shouldn't end the match. That if you and that young person have been matched, hopefully once he or she is out of the program, you are still communicating after that. Heck, we've got bigs and littles who tell us all the time, oh my God, my big was in my wedding, or we're going on vacation. Like whatever it is, those are the relationships we are looking for. We're not looking for, you guys are part of the program for a couple of years, out of the program, you never speak again. If that's what happens, we didn't do our job, right? We want to make it a real legitimate match where both of you are integrated into each other's lives in a sense to where it just feels like a seamless relationship.
Nice. That seems actually really great. I was asking, what are those good benefits of it? And that's definitely something that would be great. Let's see. Speaking on the fact that we are doing a local global event for early career professionals, how can you, pitch it, or pretty much let young professionals know some extra benefits that they may have that might be good for them and their career path and their life in general? What benefits they may have that they may see when it comes to being a mentor, being involved in Big Brothers and Big Sisters, something unique for them.
Yeah, well, that's a great question, and I'll kind of tie it to my experiences as a mentor, right? I think for me personally, what you gain for being a mentor, you gain a lot more out of it than you initially think going in. Because what happens is when you're mentoring somebody, right, you feel a certain sense of responsibility to grow up a little bit more when you're having certain types of interactions, right? So, perfect example, if me and my little are talking, right, and our conversation bleeds over into Monday. Let's say we're talking on Sunday and it bleeds over into Monday. But my little is texting me during school time, like while he is in school, right? That's an opportunity for me to be like, yo, aren't you in school right now? Like, why are you texting me right now, right? So that situation has occurred before, right? And that's kind of how the interaction happened. And it's kind of like, all right, well, why am I lecturing him about texting during school when I know I probably texted? Not probably, I did text during school. Without a doubt, I texted during school. But my point being that you get all these situations that come up where you're gonna have the opportunity to mature, right? The little and your interaction is going to give you the ability to decide for yourself whether or not this is a situation you want to take advantage of to mature. And that in itself will bleed over into your work experience and into your just everyday life, right? Because when you mature in one sense, in one area, it's not like the maturity that stops in that area. It bleeds over in everything. It helps you grow overall as a person. So I think for us, it's the sense of relationship and maturity that you get out of that relationship that is a big draw for, well, it was a big draw for me as a young professional, and I think it helps a lot of our young professionals as they try to navigate life post college or post whatever it is they were just doing.
Wonderful. That's excellent. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, and that makes sense with the fact that people, you're always growing and certain things can help you grow. And it's kind of hard for a lot of young professionals to look backwards while they're always looking forwards for their career. Little they know that looking backwards is in looking at the people, underneath or how you've been in the past, that can actually help open up more growth aspects for yourself going forward as well, which you just mentioned. So yeah, I definitely recommend that. That's a good aspect, good outlook to always look all directions to find growth.
And on top of that, even if you just talk about mentoring in general, let's say you remove big brothers and big sisters from the equation, right? Mentoring in general, I'm hard pressed to find anybody in my circle or in my network that hasn't had somebody in some way serve as some type of mentor. Maybe it wasn't like they were on you every day about X, Y, and Z, but somebody at some point in some way gave you some type of advice about something to do something. If there's anybody who tells me that they've never gotten advice to do anything ever in their life, well, you're just amazing. So for me, the whole thing about mentoring is, well, somebody helped you at some point, right, and gave you that ear to listen or that shoulder to just talk to. So pass it on.
Perfect. So thank you again for Big Brothers Big Sisters for actually getting that ready for, getting that prepared for us, an easier way for us to achieve that that mentorship.
Yes,
Actually, that's wonderful. Well, Tunde, thank you so much for all of this. We hope everyone else out there learned a lot more about Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and they can find that time to look at mentoring, and not just mentoring for little children, but any type of mentoring, which is a great, it's a great aspect of life as growing, especially for early career professionals. And once again, to thank Big Brothers Big Sisters for helping me that way. And Tunde, if you don't mind, just helping give us remind us one more time of how these ladies and gentlemen can actually go and explore and reach out to Big Brothers Big Sisters to find out how to become a mentor.
Yeah, so you can go to our website, which is www.bbbstx.org, or you can email me directly. I know we're going to put my email and contact information up right after this, but just so everybody's aware, again, as a reminder, we have two distinct type of programs you can sign up for. Our community-based, which is face-to-face, which is virtual right now, but after whenever we're past this period in time that we're in, we'll become a face-to-face situation. And that's about 4 hours a month that you mentor. So 4 hours a month looks like go to a high school soccer match and watch it, or go walk your dog together in the park a couple times. So you can do literally anything. That's our community-based program. The other program is our Mentor 2.0 program, which is completely online, except for where you are meeting with your mentee about once every 6 to 8 weeks in person. So Mentor 2.0 works a lot for people who have busy schedules or who have a family or something like that. And they're like, well, I can mentor, but it's got to be online. Well, that's what Mentor 2.0 is for. It's there for those type of people. And on top of that, I'd be crazy not to mention, let's say I decided, hey, I want to mentor, but I have a partner or a significant other and they want to mentor too. That's fine. We've got something called Big Couple. So you can mentor as a couple, right? Or let's say you say, well, me and my partner have a family and we don't want to ignore our kids to mentor another kid, great. We've got something called big family. The whole family can be the mentor. So we've got, if you want a mentor, we'll make it work for you. You just got to contact us.
Excellent.
Wow, yeah.
Really,
This is amazing. So many options and really for
We want
every
mentors.
schedule.
We're gonna make it
Yes,
work.
awesome. Well, Tunde Jahan, thank you again. So we will put, as Tunde says, his contact information, and thank you for being part of Local to Global, and hope to see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you all.